The existence of an alternate universe remains mostly hypothetical or an item for science fiction at best. However, the virtual world will bring us close to something similar. Soon the virtual world will blur the lines between the physical, virtual, and biological world. There are several opportunities for investment in the virtual world that even the strongest Luddite would agree with. The possibilities are endless even for finance, manufacturing, e-commerce, real estate, or fashion. Here are 10 essential keynotes to know about the virtual world before entering. The interaction will be avatar-based. An avatar is an individual's representative in the virtual world. Think of the avatars as the physical equivalent of our bodies in the virtual world. Their abilities determine our interaction with others in the computer-simulated virtual world. Everyone will choose and customize their avatars to their taste. The avatars will then be registered within the virtual world system for other inhabitants to see. The avatar is three-dimensional based and can interact with other avatar objects and participate in virtual world activities. We experience the world in a first-person view in virtual reality. You don't have the luxury of zooming out your camera to see and experience the whole view. However, in the virtual world, everyone will experience things in a third-person perspective. Although the avatars will be in 3D, they can exist as texts, live videos, graphical representations with touch and auditory sensation. Allows multiple concurrent users. There are always things to do in the virtual world. Whether you log in or not, life continues as the virtual world is conceived as a community-based computer-simulated world. Powered by a network of sophisticated computers, the virtual world allows the formation of clubs, neighborhoods, and cliques. Since most virtual worlds feature a uniform time zone, multiple users can participate in various activities irrespective of their geographical constraints. Everyone witnesses the passage of time uniformly. To access the virtual world, all you need to do is connect to a central server through a computer. The connection will then pass through a host on your computer. Like Web 2.0, the virtual world can be accessed through a public and private internet network. The virtual world was also conceived to keep users abreast of every inhabitant of the same virtual world. Using a complicated client-server architecture, every inhabitant's action and inaction is available for all to see. There are cities to explore. The virtual world offers immersive experiences through its cities. They may not be as realistic as our physical cities, but they definitely look grandiose. Users usually begin their virtual world exploration in a city of arrival. They make progress by exploring the arrival city, which invariably leads to another city, towns, and places. Users will interact and have fun with other users in their quest to explore the cities through their avatars. You can be a landlord in the virtual world. This is where the noise about acquiring virtual real estate comes from. Users can have their private residence in the computer-simulated virtual world. You can design your virtual real estate just as easily as you can decorate your physical homes with expensive arts. Another interesting aspect of the virtual world is that you can invite your friends to a group chat. You can also host meetings and party like a social butterfly. Like the physical real estate price value appreciates, the virtual world price value also appreciates. You can convert your virtual real estate from a residential house to a shop where different items can be sold. It is not all about avatar characters. Users will interact with the virtual world in a third-person view through their customizable avatars. However, it's not all about that. There are also non-avatar characters. These characters are controlled by the virtual world itself and not by the inhabitants. Also known as the non-player characters, the non-avatar characters provide quests, sell items, introduce new entrants amidst other services. Some non-avatar characters can appear a bit scary and may not want to share a cup of coffee with you. Some may force your physical body to witness a sudden adrenaline rush. It is all fun though. Earn a reward by completing quests. To stimulate the exploration of the virtual world, there are some exciting quests to complete. Completing these quests allows you to earn outstanding rewards. These quests range from exploring certain places, performing social activities, finding rare items and collectibles, and slaying hydra-headed monsters. Rewards come in the form of experience points, virtual money, unique items and collectibles. Communication tools are essential. Communication tools are not only essential to traverse the virtual world. It is impossible to explore the virtual world without them. This is not to suggest that you need to break the bank to acquire these communication tools. Most virtual worlds come with them. It is through the communication tools that ideas to make the virtual world a better place will be shared. These communication tools include text and audio media through a defined messaging system. They may also include symbols and images. A heightened sense of presence. The virtual world is like living in a book. It also feels like being an actor in a movie or a character in a video game. Users are not mere observers, they are active participants in the computer-simulated virtual world. They feel being represented by their avatars. Although video games offer a similar heightened sense of experience, the virtual world takes it to a whole new level. Except in online multiplayer games, you are likely to be only controlling the game's protagonist. There is a limitless interaction in the virtual world that is not restricted to the set objective of beating a game. The sense of presence can be so high that users feel immersed in the virtual world. This suggests that users can lose track of their physical world's existence. There is nothing to fear about being immersed in the virtual world. Hunger and other basic human needs will always return you to the physical world. It is believed that this feature will redefine education in the coming years. By adopting the virtual world concept in teaching, learning will be much more fun. Boring lessons will become interesting when students participate in them through their avatars. For example, students can experience a tsunami firsthand in a simulated virtual world. This provides a better alternative to learning about tsunami via documentaries or boring textbooks. Prosumer Based. Prosumer is the fusion of the economic concept of producer and consumer. Inhabitants of the virtual world will be prosumers. They can produce contents to be consumed by fellow inhabitants for monetary consideration while also consuming contents from others. Most virtual worlds are built on the blockchain ecosystem. It is not far-fetched that trading in the virtual world will be mostly based on the Ethereum cryptocurrency. Most virtual worlds offer content creation and uploading tools like the 3D meshes in Blender. Some allow users to freely upload whatever content they create, while others insist on approval before uploading. There are many virtual worlds. While user experiences in all the virtual worlds are similar, they are not all the same. There are, in fact, many virtual worlds already created since the idea of the metaverse became a global phenomenon. The number of virtual worlds is expected to increase exponentially as the market matures. Users have the freedom to choose any virtual world that rocks their boats with the best virtual experience. Conclusion. The virtual world is the natural successor to social media, and like social media, it is prone to abuse and misuse. While the virtual world is still largely under-regulated, some social media regulations may automatically apply. These regulations will not be enough to address the virtual world's new challenges. The truth is that the virtual world is not for everyone. It is best to study this computer-simulated world diligently before joining the fray. The virtual world is still at its developmental stage, and the coming years will witness new additions to its features. More research in the technology undergirding the virtual world will trim its rough edges. Perhaps, like a fine wine, the virtual world will get better as it ages. From what we can deduce so far, these are the top 10 keynotes to note about the virtual world. You may want to digest them judiciously before taking the plunge.